Welcome, Sagittarius. This is your weekly focus for May the 21st through to the 27th, 2018. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you, Tilly, for all of your positive, loving, supportive energy that you send my way each and every day. And yes, thank you for your likes. Thank you for sharing my videos. Thank you for remembering to subscribe. Now, let's turn to the cards and find out what the energy is that surrounds us and how we can use it in a positive light in order to go forward. The Knight of Wands appears. Oh, the Knight of Wands. We want action. We want to move forward. Our cape is fluttering in the wind behind us, so we are gaining momentum. We feel like we are gaining momentum. We can see where we are gaining momentum. Or we need to start gaining momentum. Failure is not even in your dictionary when that card comes up. So that's beautiful. Oh, and look at who shows up next. The Magician shows up next. Asking your wish shall be granted. That's what the Magician is. Asking your wish will be granted. If you say, I want to win the lottery, and you win a free ticket, congratulations. Your wish came true. You say you want more money, and you go out and you find a coin on the sidewalk, congratulations. Your wish came true. So how much are you seeing of your future? How much are you imagining the things that you want to step into, the things you want to learn, the things that you want to experience, the journeys you want to go on? How much time and energy are you putting into that fanciful kind of thinking? Because you need to embrace, you need to expand how you find pleasure, how you find joy. Maybe it's through relationships. Maybe relationships have been a problem for you. This is the time to put that affirmation, that wish, that hope up there, but make sure that you're getting it right. Make sure you've thought it out. Make sure you know what you are asking for. There's definitely magic around you, though, to take you forward. Pay attention to your dreams, because we have the Knight in front of the Magician. Pay attention to your dreams, waking and sleeping. Journal if you can, absolutely. Pay attention to those little signs, those clues you get from the universe, from God, your angels, your spirit guides. And we have the Ten of Swords. A path complete. And I do feel a weight here. I won't fib. I do feel a weight. So something comes to an ending. And it has been a challenge and it's been a struggle. And maybe I'm feeling more the absence of the weight. A new day is dawning. You know what you need to do. Saturn and Pluto have gone through your sign now, making you mature and grow up in ways that you didn't want to. But these cards are saying to start to embrace that part of yourself again. Start revitalizing it. Seeing where you have suppressed yourself or repressed an emotion, a behavior that really made you you, that really brought the magic to you. I strongly get the end of a battle, the end of pushing against a wall. Maybe it was a relationship where you were doing everything and nothing seemed to work. And this is when the new day starts to dawn for you. And you tap into that intuition, you tap into that sage wisdom, and believe it, and communicate with it. Understand what it's trying to tell you and how to move forward. Work and career, we have the Hermit. And the Nine of Cups. Oh, here we are with wishes again. The Nine of Cups is your wish card. The Hermit is one who goes into the cave or goes into the desert. And he thinks, what do I have in my life? Good, bad, ugly. What do I have in my life? Now, what do I want in my life? Maybe it isn't part of the same pile. Maybe it's something new. Maybe it's something different. How do I get from A to B? What's the best route? Which way shall I go? What decisions need to be made? Where do I need closure and healing? Where do I need a miracle? There's your wish card. And then once you say it aloud, once you've made the plan, once you believe it, that's when you emerge from the cave. That's when you emerge from the desert. And you go forth. That light shining brightly, showing you the way. The staff giving you balance and grounding you. Now, this may not be career, it may not be job. For you, it's what defines you. Okay, if I were to meet you at a party, what defines you? Would you tell me about work and career first? Or is it the things that you do in the community? Or is it your family? Or is it your spirituality? So what defines you? And how do you want to be defined going forward? How do you want to define yourself? How do you want others to define you? Think it through. And it may not be, you know, I think it could even be with those two cards is what you want is not going to bring in the financial aspects or something. And you want the financial aspects, but you want, so it's where are you going to honor your passions, your true self? And where are you doing it just because you have to pay a bill? For relationships, we have Temperance, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. Oh. Now, in relationships, this is love and relationships. The people you love, the relationships you're in. It could be a lover, yes, a soulmate. It could be a best friend, a co-worker. It could be somebody within the community. It could be a parent, a sibling, a child. Now we have the Queen of Pentacles and we have Temperance here, so a lot of strong cards for you. A lot of strong cards. It's going to be a strong week for you for energy. And I think a very beautiful week because we have the Magician and we have the Nine of Cups. Affirmations. Believe it to be and then work towards those goals. Knowing, expecting it to be in your path forward. Now, the Queen of Pentacles sits there, and I always thought that was such a cute little dog until one day one of my viewers told me that that breed was pretty mean, pretty vicious. It was also very loyal to its master. So know that you don't need a lot of friends, you just need a good friend. One that will protect you. One that will keep you safe, one that will honor you, one that will respect you, one that will support you. You are the queen after all. Temperance is, yeah, I almost get the sense of it, and Sagittarius can be very outgoing people, so a lot of Sagittarius have a lot of friends, a large group of people around you. And I think what this is asking you to do is take stock of who are your closest friends. Who's there for you when nobody else is. Or it could be family. And where your loyalties need to lie. And I almost get a sense that sometimes it's almost like you try to be friends with too many people. And yes, they love you. And it's a beautiful side of you. But I think that's where your energy gets drained, of giving too much of yourself to too many at times. Temperance is about bringing in the balance. And so all relationships need that two-way street. So you need to understand where the balance is within the relationship, where the two-way street is. Especially if you're an empath or something this week. Be very careful with your relationships, your emotions. And the fact that you need to be treated like the queen. So now where can you grow the abundance in that relationship? And it's almost growing the abundance through simplifying that relationship. Mainstreaming or mainlining that relationship. Like there doesn't have to be all the extras. So what is the purest gift you give to another in a relationship? And what is the purest gift that they give back? The chances are costs nothing. It's their time or their energy or their support or their love or their respect or their passion or their sensuality. What is that? And really hone it down to that part of the relationship. You learn something through this when it comes to relationships. You learn something about the boundaries of how much you really need to give in a relationship. That you always go the extra mile, and sometimes it's not necessary because you've already done the extra mile without noticing it. And it depletes your energy, it depletes your resources or your time or your vitality, your energy, and you cannot put the focus on you. And true friends will stand beside you and stand next to you and say, I understand that you need the space or you can't do this for me anymore. It really brings in a beauty, and it brings in certain relationships actually flourish, or new relationships come into being that really vibrate with your energy. Spirituality, the Four of Pentacles. Oh, come on, you gotta let go. Okay? You sit there, and this has been one of the more popular cards. You get it in spirituality. So, let's meditate. Let's reflect. And think about the things that we hold on to in our lives that plays no useful purpose except it becomes clutter. And it weighs down your energy, and it pulls down your energy, and you don't even realize it because it's just there. It's always been there, and you assume it's always going to be there. We hold one coin very tightly against our chest, one we straddle between our knees, the other two we have our feet on. So nobody's going to come and look. We're even kind of shifty with our eyes there. We're looking back and forth, making sure nobody's coming and take that away from me. I'm going to hold on tight here. And chances are if you let go of whatever you're holding on to, nobody's going to come and take it. It's always going to be there. But in your futile attempt of trying to hold on to what is yours, the way things need to be, the way things have always been, the way things I want them to be, and turn around, you'll notice the door of abundance behind you. And then you have to reflect and meditate and pray on what you're willing to let go of in order to be able to knock upon that door, in order to be able to turn the doorknob, in order to walk through the door of abundance. So meditate on what is holding me back, and it's not always something material, okay? When people see this card, they think material. But it could be your way of thinking, a perception changes this week through meditation, through prayer, through talking to God, your angels, your spirit guides, source. And you see where you were holding on to an old truth or an old way of doing in order to keep yourself safe, and that protection isn't needed anymore. Health and well-being, karma. Well, have you been good to yourself? You're going to start feeling great. If you haven't been good to yourself, it's time to start. Before your body says, I've had enough, you're laying down on my terms. It's much better if you decide to lay down on your own terms in your hammock as you're on vacation. So this is a card. This is kind of like that little alarm going off, reminding us to take care of ourselves, to get enough sleep, to eat healthily, to exercise, to stimulate our minds, our bodies, and our spirit, to allow completion and healing to come into our life, or endings to come into our life, in order to reduce the stresses and anxiety that play upon us. Stress is evil, mean to the human. So you're taking care of things. You've got your priority list. You're checking things off as you go along. Putting old business to bed. Closing the door on things. Allowing for completion. Maybe it's cleaning up the clutter. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.